Good day. I will be discussing the Unit 8 topic, the Visionary Leadership and Leadership Framework. In this topic, understand what is visionary leadership and leadership framework. It helps understand the traits of visionary leaders and its elements, benefits of leadership framework, and skills exhibited by the visionary leaders. Visionary leaders involves leader who recognizes that the methods, steps, and processes of leadership are all obtained with and through people. The ability to create and articulate a realistic, credible, attractive vision of the future for an organization or organizational unit that grows out of and improves upon on the present. A visionary leadership style embraces the unknown as a blank canvas for innovation, experimentation, and pioneering new possibilities. Visionary leader is an individual who sees the potential for how the world should exist and then takes steps to get there. It also setting people free to innovate, experiment, and take calculated risk. Visionary leader energize and inspire people to work toward these future goals. They are able to vividly communicate what the future holds. And also, a visionary leader is an individual who had a clear idea of how the future should look. They set out concrete steps to bring a vision to life, and then they lead a team of people in that direction. So here are the skills that visionary leaders exhibit. The ability to explain the vision to others, the ability to express the vision not just verbally but through the leader's behavior, and the ability to extend the vision to different leadership contexts. The ability to explain the vision to others, it is very important to communicate the goals or the vision to others so that others can suggest ideas, and this may help to boost the teamwork. Second is the ability to express the vision not just verbally but through the leader's behavior. It is important that we can express our vision through leaders' behavior because leaders are role model, and it is okay if they will express or showing a good behavior and others will follow it. So let's proceed to the traits of visionary leadership. Self-transformation, strategic foresight, and leading the change. Self-transformation, it means that being a leader, shifting yourself to a completely new dimension of experience and perception. It is placing yourself into a position to grow and change to become a future version of yourself that is able to do or be something different than what are you today. Next is a strategic foresight. It is planning-oriented discipline related to the future studies. It is that discipline organizations use to gather and process information about their future operating environment. Example of it are the trends and the development in their political, economic, social, technological, and legal environment. In a strategic foresight, it is not about predicting but observing the driving forces of change and analyze the potential and what will be the current uses and impacts of change on the sectors or in the industry. Third is the leading the change. Effective leaders who have a good plan for the future will guide the process from start to finish. There are two components to being a leader. One is to see the potential for change, another is to lead. So here are the 14 traits of visionary leaders. First is persistent. They don't settle for good enough and they never give up even when things get difficult. Visionary leaders want to find new opportunities. So this trait shows that visionary leaders are resilient and resolute. Second one is the bold. They are tough and determined individuals who are easily intimidated. Visionaries aren't afraid of failure, only of never trying. In this trait, visionary leaders are already master of resisting pressure, both internal and external. Third is the strategic. Strategic planning is a trait that many visionary leaders possess. Since visionary leaders are not detail-oriented, their strategic plan may not include the technicalities, but it will be on a starting point for the big picture. Fourth is risk-taking. Visionary leaders understand risk and they are willing to take them. Change is never a risk-free. In order to grant a change, risk is important or natural, and it is rare that the solution will come immediately. Risk is a part of our lives, and while we can work to mitigate risk, they are still reality. Even doing nothing is a risk. Change can't occur without willingness to take risk. Fifth is communicative. Visionary leaders are skilled at communicating their ideas and getting others to believe in them. Organization needs vision, but they also need the leaders who communicate that vision. Visionary leaders articulate clearly their vision to inspire others to join them on their journey. Sixth is organized. They are highly organized and pay close attention to the team they gather around them. Visionary leaders are highly involved in system analysis to determine who should be doing what, who should be doing when, and who should be doing the how. Seven is focus. Visionary leaders can maintain focus. Once the goal is identified, the leader starts taking steps to reach it, even when that means changing the minds of others around them. Focus. The visionary leaders work hard to display the characteristics they want to see in their team. So this type of leaders won't be sidetracked by distractions. 8 is optimistic. They are inherently positive people. They see the future as bright and problems as temporary. So visionary leaders draw strength from their steadfast optimism, believing that their visions are truly be realized. 9 is magnetic. Visionaries draw people to them with a welcoming, open persona that brings out the best qualities in those around them. 10 is collaborative. They use the strengths of their team members to balance their own weaknesses, and they embrace creativity and new ideas. These visionary leaders knows team buys in as much more ready achieve when everyone is invited to participate in creative process. It is a leader cannot achieve a business visions alone. So the journey has to take along a team that can work together. A leader has to create an open environment where people can learn to trust each other. 11 is innovative. They aren't afraid to ask what if, and they instill a love for that question in those around them. Creativity and more to the point, the ability to innovative are important qualities of a visionary leader. 12th is the open-minded. Open-minded visionary leaders even are dedicated to the big picture in their minds. They can be flexible about how to reach that vision. They can assimilate information from many sources to develop creative solutions. 30 is the emotionally intelligent. They understand the power of feelings and are capable of showing empathy to those around them. 14 is inspirational. They know how to make their employees passionate about a goal or vision. These are the leaders who seem to draw others to them, and they're able or most likely carry out the vision because they are able to encourage others to believe in their dreams too. Let's proceed to the leadership framework. Leadership framework is a set of principles defining what managers must know and must do. It incorporates practices essentials for managers at all levels, from frontline managers to middle management and executives. The framework is made up of three key elements for the effective leadership. First is leading people, second is leading yourself, and the third is leading the organization. Under each element is a set of core principles that provide a practical guide to the managers. Leading people. Leading people first is to provide a safe working environment. So as a manager, beside any moral or legal obligation to provide a safe working environment, manager cannot build a strong manager-employee relationship or expect a productive work in an unsafe work environment. Providing a safe working environment goes beyond the control of physical hazard and includes providing a workplace free from bullying, harassment, and discrimination. Second is to create effective roles and fill them with good people. Effective designed roles filled with capable people are the foundation to building a successful team. It is the first step in building a strong manager and employee relationship. One of the most causes of poor performance, organizational conflict, and failure to deliver business outcomes is poor role design. Third, effectively assign and assess work. So, successful manager effectively assign work to the team members and then they assess this work to ensure it has been shown that their performance are as what the standard required. Effectively assigning and assessing work enables managers to achieve their business outcome, at the same time allows the team members to be satisfied with their work and helps build strong manager-employees working relationship. Fourth is the develop team capability. Successful manager build and lead an effective team so each member is fully committed and capable of moving in the direction set. Managers also create opportunities to coach team members on how to be more effective. Fifth is to recognize and reward work. Successful managers recognize and reward team members appropriately and fairly. The ideal state is where employee can say, I feel I am working at the level suited to my capability, or I am fairly rewarded for that work. I feel I am contributing to the success of the organization and I can see a clear link between my performance and my remuneration. And it is a natural step for managers to be accountable, to gather appropriate data on their team members' personal effectiveness and make judgments on reward and recognition related to the work assigned. 6 is to build teamwork. Successful managers build a team that works together to deliver business outcomes. They bring together the full capability of team members. Teamwork is the way a manager and a team members solve problems, share information, generate ideas, give and get advice, and complete the task required for the organization. Last is the enable continuous improve and lead change. Successful managers identify ways to improve how work is done and implement the necessary change for this to occur. Next one is leading yourself. First is to understand your role. So the role of the manager is to achieve the business goals set for them and at the same time provide an environment that allows their staff to be effective and satisfied. Second is to understand and respect the role of others. Organizations have extensive networks of people working together, and unless there is a clear understanding of the accountabilities and authorities of other roles and a strong understanding of the legitimate nature, working relationship works will be inefficient and conflict can occur. Due to the organization also have other role, manager must not only understand their own role and others of their direct reporting team. Manager also need to understand the role of others in the organization. Third is to manage relationships. The use of good interpersonal skills will assist establishing more constructive behaviors and provide the social glue for people to work together. Managing relationship is all about productive work and understanding yourself and your impact to others. Fourth is to develop important managerial leadership skills and behaviors. The leadership framework provides managers with an integrated system for people management is what managers must know and must do. It is therefore the basis for all training and development of people leaders. Last one is to apply the framework. To be a successful manager, a manager must have a framework for their work. Without a coherent framework, managers do not have a theoretical or practical base of knowledge for what they do or how they do it. Having a framework for managing people provides manager with a guide for effective decision making and enables productive work. Next is the leading the organization. First is implement business strategy. Strategy describes what an organization is attempting to accomplish over a period of years as represented by the organization's collective objective. So organization strategy has two stages. First is strategic planning, which result in a clear set of strategic objectives defining what the organization needs to do to be successful. Second is strategy implementation, where strategic objectives are converted into initiatives with business plans to deliver the strategic initiatives. Third is the design and maintain productive systems of work. To effectively deliver the products and services of organization, it requires a framework to ensure that they can provide a replicable set of activities aligned to the organization's value with clear accountabilities and authorities for work. The alignment of the structure, functions, roles, and processes is essential for the delivery of the organization's strategy and business as usual activities. Fourth is the enable the systemic trust and fairness. So, productive work is enabled by systemic trust and fairness and is reduced by fear. Systemic trust is felt by employees through established rules, procedures, custom, and practices, and their ability to rely upon others to be truthful and to do what they say. Trust in a workplace is created at both the organizational level and at the manager level. At the organizational level, trust and fairness is created through the interaction of effective organizational design and the design of system of works. Next is the build workforce capability. Organizations are made of people. People create the organization's products and services both through design and production. People sell the organization's product and service either directly or indirectly. People manage the infrastructure of the organization, including its physical, financial, and people's assets. Having a holistic and integrated workforce capability strategy is therefore essential for business success. Last one is to manage strategic relationship. In today's highly connected business environment, organizations have a multiplicity of interactions and dependencies on external entities through a range of businesses, regularity, contractual, or operational relationship. To be successful, executive leaders must understand strategically who to develop and manage relationships with to achieve core business outcomes. Last is the manager-employee relationship. It is a two-way, trusting, productive, working relationship focused on achieving the business goals with each person working to their full potential. Managers obtain having a leadership framework, the clarity of actions at all levels, team working improved, the consistent expectation for all managers at all levels including the board, consistency that creates a high trust environment so speed of delivery increases and costs go down. It enhances also the succession planning, better retention, and improved engagement.